Well, is this the first episode, or just an introduction to what seems to be an emergent seek and of information beyond what is being, I guess, spoken, shared, reloaded again and again. My name's Jason. You don't know me. I don't even know myself. I'm nobody. And yet, you're everybody. And so what we're trying to do is create a connection. One that gives us an opportunity to share our resource of life, information, and ultimately a perspective. Many, obviously, perspectives, depending on the topics. And the topics, in my mind, are pretty broad. And that's, I guess, part of the reason in terms of the tying in of the vision and the reality behind what outcomes are even likely. Now, we love all of them. We recognise all have got value. So we're not here to act as dissident. We're here to become a voice of reason and reasoning, where I can learn through the research that I've always done, and an opportunity to share with my listeners, which have been around for many decades, which I don't even know why people used to listen to me back then. There's something that enables me to speak my mind from a point of, I guess, reference to a number of topics that I've given a shit about for a long time. It seem to be playing out in a particular way in the world as we speak, as we've spoken, and as we look into the future. So this program varies and is going to be something that will go to and from with topics. We'll focus on elements of society. We'll focus on the outcomes of decision makings of governments and their impacts on society, their impacts on economy, their impacts in relation to environment. We'll dissect the language of political speak and the politics that occurs throughout all nations, essentially oligarchies with the same ruling elite. So there's not that much difference that goes on between our world and other worlds on a continental basis. What we also take a look at is what goes on in the other worlds in the sky. Yeah, most insight that I've gained comes from experience. But one thing I have experienced is the power of planets, the power of cycles, the power of our own connection from our birth and our reason to be here, to connect in relation to it. So while I don't want to go down into a astrology channel, there's plenty of great ones out there to connect to. I will be able to tie in some of that aspect as to why certain dates seem to be key figure dates in relation to what we're dealing with and what's being put upon the society globally as a whole. So it's an introduction in relation to the continuation of this being a voice and hopefully not a face, because I don't want to look at it. So I'm probably just going to have the voice. But you guys tell me. Dr. Shocker is the mind behind this. If he has anything to do with anything at all, it's not what things look like. So as much as I'm undercover from perhaps my birthright, so are many of the actions that are occurring in society today. So, I'd like to share some ideas with you. You're welcome to take it as it comes. Please comment, subscribe, share it, whatever you like. We're here to engage people with a wider understanding, because life is busy and distracting and everybody needs to have a little bit of help. I just so happen to have created a very, for the now, time of life, very relaxed. We live in a bus, and we help people grow food and heal and gain insight and connect to higher self, higher consciousness, and higher intention. So yes, we're trying to lead from the ground up, and we'd love you to join us along this journey into what is a new age, what could be a complete shift of society. But awareness is key. So take it or leave it. Emergency. Respect.